We are back with some more Texans legacy franchise, and it has been weeks. It is a very, very long playoffs season that we got going on here. It's been taking forever. We've had to extend the advances a couple days for people to get their games in due to just some people being out of town that made the playoffs. So it's been a long time. We are finally in the Super Bowl. It is a rematch of last year's Super Bowl. It's Philly versus the Chiefs. They've yet to play. But Philly versus the Chiefs, I'll show you guys kind of how the playoffs went. We also dropped 2 users during the playoffs, which kind of screwed us a bit. So we lost the Panthers user and the Colts user. So they will both be new users for our second season here, or our fourth season, I guess I should say, coming up. So that also took some time trying to, we had some moving pieces trying to fill the spots with people on the wait list. So 2 new users for 2 playoff teams, which extended the time, like I said. But the 49ers beat the Lions 33-27. Cowboys lost to the Eagles 38-26. The Packers beat the Saints 38-32. Moving over to the AFC side, the Chargers beat the Colts 41-35. Steelers beat the Ravens 31-21. And the Bills beat the Browns 41-38. Good for us. We have the Browns pick, so glad to see him knocked out first round. You love to see that. We'll stay on the AFC side here. Chiefs beat the Chargers 54-42. The Bills beat the Steelers 29-14. On the NFC side, the Eagles beat the Panthers 38-20. 49ers beat the Packers 41-38. For the NFC chip, the Philadelphia Eagles beat the 49ers 52-31, and the Chiefs sneak out a win over the Bills 35-33 to have another rematch of the same Super Bowl that happened last year. We'll love to see some variety, but, it is what it is. It is what it is. We do have some good news for the team. Also some good news. There might actually be, depending on how long this next season is, there's actually a decent chance we can do 2 more seasons after this, so we don't have just one final one. There might be a chance for 2. It just depends how things go. If there's another break because the league breaks again, obviously things will get extended. But good news to see that the Texans have a chance to try to get a ring if we got 2 more seasons here. On the offensive side, we did have Quentin Jefferson Johnston. Jesus, that's how long it's been since I played. Quentin Jefferson is what I said. Quentin Johnston moved up to superstar, which is good to see. You got a bad ability, recuperation. It is what it is. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones. On the defense, though, surprisingly, we had 2 players move up to X Factor, which I did not expect whatsoever. George Rose moves to X Factor, and he actually got a good X Factor ability with Unstoppable Force. Love to see that. You absolutely love to see that. And I think actually Jalen Petrie got a pretty solid X Factor ability as well with Zone Hawk, I think is what it's called. I think that's what that one's called. Let me see. Zone Hawk. So when he's in the zone, he'll be flying around, trying to make plays. So I don't know how they got the X Factor. I guess they were pretty good stat-wise. I didn't really think they were like anything spectacular, but that's great. That's great to see. We got a lot of cap space to spend in the offseason, so we can turn this thing around quick. We really can. Also, we will not be having the Titans user. So our whole division is going to have new users. We got the new Colts user and the Titans user. He's military, so he's going to be stepping out for a bit. He's got some stuff he's got to do. I think he's going on military duty for something. I don't know. I don't think he's active duty, but he won't be playing. So we'll have a new Colts user and a new Titans user. So our division is going to be pretty much brand new heading into our next season here, which is interesting. We'll breeze through the award winners here. MVP was Mahomes. Kyle Shanahan got Coach of the Year. We'll start on the AFC. Offensive Player of the Year, Marquez Webster. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Bijan Robinson. Right behind him was Quentin. It was close. Bijan got it, though. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we got Brian Branch. The best QB, Mahomes. Best running back, Bijan. Best receiver was Marquez Webster. Joe Thuney is the best lineman. Best D-line, Myles Garrett. Best linebacker, Josh Uche. Kevin Byard as the best DB. Best kicker, Evan McPherson. The NFC side, Jason Fields, Offensive Player of the Year. And then we got Levante David, the old man, Defensive Player of the Year. Devon Ark, I don't know how to say this guy's last name, but Offensive Rookie of the Year. Emmanuel Forbes, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Bryce Young, Best QB. Devon, Best Running Back. There's Panthers everywhere. Jason Fields, Best Receiver. Best Offensive Lineman was Zach Martin. Aaron Donald, Best Defensive Lineman. Michael Parsons, Best Linebacker. Jimmy Ward, Best DB. And Zane Gonzalez is the best kicker for the NFC side. So that is that for the awards. We didn't win any. We got close. We don't really deserve to win any because 5-12 is just honestly very embarrassing. I don't even know how we let that happen, but we did. It was terrible. We're going to be changing playbooks, probably offense and defense. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. But we'll most likely be changing playbooks for our next season here. These are the people that I'm not re-signing. Shaq Mason, he's old, doesn't want to re-sign. He wants a lot of money. I mean, I'd be open to keeping him, to be honest. But the fact that he doesn't want to re-sign, it is what it is. So he will be leaving. James Bradbury, not going to re-sign him. I know he wants to stay on a one-year deal. He's still an 86 overall. It didn't work out for us. He made a couple plays, but for the most part, he was getting burnt left and right. So it didn't work out. Malik Collins, a guy I would like to keep, but he doesn't want to stay. So it is what it is. Same thing with Kaimi. I would like to keep him, but he doesn't want to stay. Justin Britt don't want to stay. AJ Kane, one I probably could get, but he's old, so we'll let him go. Mario Addison, we're letting go. Charlie Heck, let go. Agumba Wallet, another guy I probably could have kept for just a third straight running back, but I might just draft someone super late to fill that instead of re-signing him. And the last one, Kevin Pierre-Louis. He wants to stay. He's cheap, but he's just getting up there in age. We'll just try to just get some new faces in here. But all these guys will be let going to free agency. And as you see, the 2024 cap room, we got 67 M's hanging up on there. So we got a lot of money. We got a lot of money to spend. Got good draft capital. Even though we did lose our pick, we still have good draft capital. I'll refresh all your memories real quick. Like I said, the Browns getting knocked out that early, first round, is huge for us. We have the Browns pick. It's sitting at 23. And then we have second, third, 2 fourths, a fifth, and 3 seventh round picks. So 3 seventh round picks. And then we're back to all of our picks. We're out of the Browns picks, which is unfortunate. I wish we would have had our pick 2 firsts this year would have been nice. But, shit happens. Shit happens. Before we wrap up the video, I'm going to show you guys my team stats. And then we'll end it. The next video might be a couple days again because, like I said, I don't know when the Super Bowl is being played. I'm hoping it's being played as I'm recording this. But the next episode will be wrapping up the free agency period. So usually I make a video for the re-sign stage, but I already told you guys I'm not re-signing any of those guys, so I'm letting them all go. So we'll skip a video for that. And then once the off season or the free agency periods, probably around free stage 3, probably once the majority of the guys are signed. I will make a video talking about who I got, how we're looking going to the draft. But we got to make improvements. 22nd on offensive yards and defensive yards, we were 26th. So we were terrible on pretty much both sides of the ball. Emmett Walters was not good. Neither was I. I mean, a lot of it was him and a lot of it was me. It was both. 32 picks, way too much. Way too much. I mean, I'm throwing damn near 2 picks a game at that rate. It's horrible. Did throw 37 touchdowns. Okay, solid. But the 32 picks is way too much. We're never going to win games. Never going to compete for a Super Bowl with throwing almost 2 picks a game. The 5,000 yards is cool, but the picks, they have to come down. 56 sacks, that seems very high. Maybe that's average for our franchise. I probably should have checked that. But the sacks and the picks are bad. It's just got to be better. I wish I had the stats to compare to last season, but last season doesn't count because it was a sim, so I can't really compare my stats last season. But the 60% needs to get a little higher. The picks is just bad. It really is. Rushing was a little weird. Dameon Pierce sucked at the beginning of the season, was fumbling a lot. He did a lot better towards the end of the season. I will give him that. He became the power back. Lost his starting job to Aaron Jones, but he did do good. He was very good. Aaron Jones, I think, was a great signing. He was great for us out of the backfield, and receiving-wise and rushing-wise. Got over 1,000 yards, 13 touchdowns. I think I'll roll with this rotation still as Aaron being the primary guy, with Dameon Pierce just being the bruiser. That's what we're going to shoot for. 3 fumbles for Jalen Hyatt and 3 for Emmett. The fumbles were just bad for us this year. We just couldn't really catch a break. We just couldn't. Quentin Johnston, rookie year, phenomenal. I mean, he couldn't have had a better rookie year. 68 receptions for 1,616 yards and 15 touchdowns. Amazing rookie year. Absolutely amazing. Even Jalen Hyatt was solid. 67 for 1,217 and 6. Hayden Hurst, first season with us, solid, season as well. 68 for 1,110 and 6 touchdowns. This was the bad one. It's so weird how this just played out because Brandon Cooks was really, really good for us last season. before the league broke that second season and we had to restart, sim everything, Brandon Cooks was amazing. I'm pretty sure he led my team in yards and touchdowns. He was catching bombs. He was getting open deep. I just could not get it going with him this year for whatever reason. I don't really know why. I just couldn't get it going. So I don't know if I'm gonna move him to the slot. Honestly, I might try to trade him and capitalize on him. Still being a solid player with superstar dev and some good abilities. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with him quite yet, but we'll just have to find out. But a very, very bad season for Brandon Cooks. Like I said, Aaron Jones out of the backfield was huge. 55 for 506 and 3. Nice little safety valve out of the backfield. Chris Manhertz got a touchdown. Brevin somehow got a touchdown. Overall, the receivers were pretty solid besides Brandon Cooks. That one was very underwhelming. Other than that, 2 rookies and the tight end were great. Sacks, Darno, right, he struggled. I still think I'm going to roll him out as a starter. He's 78 overall star. He's getting there. He's getting there. But I don't know. Unless something happens in free agency and there's a nice player I want, I still think I'll roll him out there. But he did struggle quite a bit. He was getting beat bad. Defensively, not the best on defense. We usually strive on defense, and that's usually where we make a lot of plays, get a lot of turnovers, but we struggled to stop people this season. That's just how it went. Our tackle leader, Jalen Petrie, right behind him was Anthony Barr. Tackle for loss leader was George Rose with 23 tackles for loss. And our sack leader, Derek Brown, who came on late. The first half of the season, he was horrible. He was actually terrible. Like, this dude sucked, and I was like, this guy is terrible. But he did come on the second half of the season, which is great to see. 8.5 for him, 20 tackles for loss. I just really think he needs to get the superstar dev. We never got a chance to get him there during the season. I think if he got the superstar and got an ability or two, he'd be much, much, much better for us. But he's still going to stay. We picked up his 5th-year option, so he's here next season. Some other guys, Tyree as a rookie, he got the superstar dev, which is nice. 19 tackles for loss is solid. Wish the sacks, were a little bit higher, but for a rookie, it got him all the way up to superstar. Not too bad. Mozzie, this is a guy I could also replace as well. I did spend tokens to get him to star dev, but he's a little hit or miss as well. He was okay. He was solid, but might replace him in free agency if there's a better defensive tackle just to really shore up my D-line. Diane Henley, he was all right. Got 2 sacks, 8 tackles for loss as a rookie linebacker there. Malik's obviously leaving. James Bradbury going to be leaving. He did get 6 picks, but it's not working out. It's just not working out for Mr. James. Jalen was kind of lame this season. I mean, he got a lot of tackles, but no big plays. He usually was a massive pick leader for us. Jordan Poyer, I think he got those 2 picks like in week 1 and 2, and then he disappeared. I thought Jordan Poyer, he started off hot, and I was like, damn, okay, Jordan, this might be a good signing, but he really didn't make anything, no big plays, no sacks. The 2 picks were early, like I said. I don't even think he got a forced fumble. 8 tackles for loss is like, okay, that's okay for a safety, but I wanted bigger plays for a superstar. What is he? 86 overall. I wanted more explosive plays, and I didn't quite get it from him. Kicking, we were okay. We were all right. Missed 1 extra point, missed 4 field goals. He'll be leaving though, so we'll have to find a new kicker. Special teams was good. 2 kick returns, so Jalen pretty solid on special teams. No crazy punt returns. The longest we got was a 14-yarder, but we got a lot of things to figure out. We got a lot of money. We got some good draft capital. Again, this is our last season having the Browns picks, like I said. So if we do go another season after this, if we have time, those picks are going to be pretty useless. So we'll just have to kind of see how it goes. We're close. We're close. We're losing Shaq Mason, so we'll have to fill the right guard spot. But our center is our left guard and left tackle are tied up, solid. Center, young guy, solid. The right side's a little iffy. We'll have to find a new guard. Darnell Wright's young. Maybe even get a new receiver. Brandon leaves, not sure. The defense, I think, is where I'm going to spend most of my focus, though. We're losing James, so we got to get another corner. Maybe even get another linebacker or 2. As much as I love Mozzie and I'd love to develop him, if there's a big name free agent at defensive tackle, I probably will go after him just to really get my defensive line dominant. If I can get like a high 80 overall defensive tackle to pair with Derek Brown and have Wilson and George on the edge, I think that would really, really help us, especially with stopping the run because we struggled with that too. So I think that's the main priority if there's one there. I haven't really checked, so Not too sure, but that is that for the video. It's been a long time. The off season's almost here, and then we can get back in some games. Like I said, I'm getting new playbooks, so if you have any suggestions, let me know. Defense, I'm running a 4-3, so it's got to be a playbook with 4-3. And I'll see you guys in the next one.